Hi, today I'm going to be doing a tutorial for Chapter 3 of Autodesk Fusion 360 by CADArtifex. It's a power guide for beginners and intermediate users. We're in Chapter 3. This is tutorial number 2. So I'm going to save my file, make sure I'm in the right folder, Chapter 3, tutorial 2. So the image that we're going to do is right here. So a few things to note about this. We have some symmetry going on. In fact, the picture shows a line going down the middle, which is a center line. We could also do symmetry like vertically as well, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to follow along with the book. So here we go, jumping in. So I'm going to start on this plane and start a line at the origin. Now, it's often nice to go ahead and create like center lines. I'm going to select the center line tool over here. So I'm going to make that first. And it really doesn't matter how tall this is because it's just for reference. So I'm just going to go some length, make sure it's vertical, and click. Now I'm going to do the rest of the shape, but I need a deselect center line mode. So I'm going to go over here and start filling in my dimensions. So this distance is going to be 120 total, but so that distance is 60, right? But actually, I'm going to leave that for a moment and show you something cool if you do it after the fact. So I'm going to come up, and this section is 20. I'll go ahead and type that in now. So then we have that line, and come over some distance. The total is 170, but I don't really know that yet. So I'll click and drag around here. Put this in. I want a radius of, looks like a radius of 20. 20, and 20, enter. Okay. And then keep going with my line tool back, up, and I can add in dimensions later, so don't get too caught up on that. Right here, it wants to drop down a dotted line. Here, let me move my view. Drop down a dotted line in line with the center point of that other circle, so let's do that. And then click and drag up and around. This should also, well, I'm not going to worry about the dimension. I'll add it in later. And then you go up 20, and then I'm going to extend this center line up. Then I'm going to bring a line over here. So we have half of the shape defined now. We just need to add in dimensions, and then we'll spell out the rest of it. But if I add in a dimension right now, so I hit D for dimension, I can go from this line to the center line. And since I defined it as a center line, it'll automatically show that whole distance like that. So I can click somewhere down here and say that is 120. I can also dimension from there to the center line, and that is 170. So that's a cool way to do the whole dimension even before we're about to use the mirror tool. Even before we've done that, since we define this as a center line, not just a regular construction line, it's automatically going to do that whole length, which is handy. So I need to define these radiuses. It was supposed to be 20, and this one's 20 as well. Now this one got the tangent constraint, but we need the tangent constraint right here. So I'm going to click this line and that line after I had the tangent thing. And then this line is now slanted. We don't want that, so we either need to make it horizontal or make it parallel to this one. So I'll just make that horizontal. Okay, other dimensions we need, on the left it says that that's 60, so I'll wait to define that dimension. And then we also know that from the top to the bottom is 200. So we still have some undefined stuff because I haven't locked this dimension in. I think if I did, it would. I also need a couple circles at the center of these. So this is a diameter of 20 and a diameter of 20 here. So So I'm gonna reflect these. So by selecting them, actually I can double click on the on a line and it'll select all the lines that are connected to that. And I'm going to select the circles too. So I'm holding shift and then clicking on the other things. And I'm going to click the mirror command. So now I have 13 objects selected. And then I need to click the select button next to the mirror line and then select the mirror line. And now I can see it's kind of showing me the preview of what it's going to look like. So that looks good. I'll hit OK. Now, if I dimension this line to 60, I'm hoping it will, oh, it doesn't like it. Over constrained. Can I dimension this line? It wants to lock it in at 80, which doesn't seem right. Oh, it is 80. I read the drawing wrong. Apparently that is not a necessary thing. Okay, but what is necessary is locking these in. They want to drag out. So if I put that this point is vertical with this point, that locks that in. And then now this distance, this should be vertical with that. Oh, actually, let me undo because I kind of got it stuck with the other point. All right, that one, oh, sorry, you can't do vertical with lines. You can do collinear. So we'll do collinear, and then these ones need to be collinear as well. And now everything's locked in. So the drawing shows the 60 millimeters over here, that, or 80 millimeters. Sorry, I keep reading it wrong. It will be a driven dimension because it's not actually necessary. It's already constrained without that. So with that, make sure I have everything. It looks good. I'm going to hit finish sketch and then save it.